You don't know anything. You don't know anything, guys. You just know content in social media. If this phone had not been stolen, I was never going to say anything. I was just going to move on with my life, because that's what you do. You move on, you keep moving forward. But kubiwa kwa phone kwaita kuti inini nditukwe nevanhu kunzi uri kurwadziwa nezvake na ex. Guys, aiwa handisisiko kwese koko ini ndakatoita move on, but ndiri kurwadziwa because inyaya yakaitika during, ndobva ndarwadziwa ndikangoenderera mberi neupenyu hwangu, ndobva ndavhara ronda iri. Saka now this phone being stolen has opened a wound that has taken me back into this situation. And the only thing people on the streets can say is, Zuva uri kurwadziwa. Ndakarwadziwa dara, guys. Ndakatorwadziwa zvokudaro, ndikatombomwa bhodhoro rese reHennessy. Ndakatorwadziwa zvokudaro. I've got paper trail of from the day of confrontation. I've got recordings for every phone call. Saka hazvisi zvinhu zvekuti tingauya panapa tichiti kwanzi uri kurwadziwa. Ndakarwadziwa, guys, handidi kunyeberai. Ndakarwadziwa ndofunga ndanda kutorwadziwa neimwe nyaya dzimwe dzisinei nenyaya ichi. Ndakarwadziwa, ndakanyara, ndakabviswa ganda kumeso, ndakanyadziswa, I was shamed, I was ashamed, I was everything, but I healed. And I blamed myself for trusting the wrong people. I was not angry at anyone. I was not. But don't attack me now muchiti uri kurwadziwa. Kurwadziwa kwangu hakunei kuti kwanzi ndi ex. Pazvakaitika izvi anga asiri ex. Ndobva zvatozokontinya. Now makutonzwawo nyaya yani last year iyi. Hamuna zvamunazvo imimi. Isisu tine hamuna, haisi nyaya yemufoni yazobatwa nhasi. Foni yanezuro.
All right, this is quite a very sad story, but before I proceed, I just wanted to share with you these 3 C's that I learned recently. So there are 3 C's that each and every human should possess. So C number 1 is actually communication. We should all have the ability to communicate whichever way, whichever form, as long as it's effectively, okay, which based on the situation that we're in. Number 2 is actually a comprehension. We need to be able to comprehend what we hear. If we don't understand, it's very important for us to ask questions, all right? Very important. Number 3 is common sense. You know, God being a loving Father, He decided to give us one sense that we all possess. It's called common sense. So please use it. It's actually great too. I don't want to keep on hearing people say, but common sense is not always common. It means someone is failing to just apply simple principles in life. Right. So now I just want to give you a background of what's really happening here based on my research. So Pikirisi, I know him. He was owning some taxis. He's a Zimbabwean businessman who was dating or cohabitating with Zuva Habane, the lady that you see that is completely broken because people are revisiting her wounds because this relationship collapsed years back. I think you saw some of the statements she put out about a year or 2 years ago. And now, so while she was in that relationship, she started confiding friend, which is a socialite friend, but a married woman, Madam Boss. You all know her. She's a comedian. But while she was confiding in her, Miss Madam Boss decided to start having an affair with Pikirisi while they were dating. Even after their breakup, she continued with the relationship. Why I brought this story is not for me to dig deeper into it. I'm not interested, but I want to pull lessons that I can also help you to navigate your own life. The same lessons that I'm also living by, that I'm trying harder to apply into my life. I'm single, but you know. So lesson number 1, we should learn from this marriage is definitely not for everybody. I want you guys to understand this. Stop beating up yourself. If you know that you can't respect the principles that govern marriage and family, please remain in your single lane, because there's some actions that you cannot do when you're married. One of them is cheating. I know you like people to call it cheating, so you make it look glamorous, but what you don't realize is that you are defying a marriage bed. You're breaking a covenant. So it's no longer about you, but it's about God who enacted marriage. So if you're a single person, you're busy with a married man, you need to stop it. If you're a married man, you're busy with other single people in the street, you need to stop. Unless you want polygamy. If you want polygamy, then you must just make it clear that's who you want to be, so that at least it's open and everyone knows the terms and conditions that govern that relationship. All right. Number 2, lesson that I want you guys to understand is the porn industry don't love you. Okay, because some of you don't know where to draw a line. You are seeing things on social media, or you are trying to apply it in your daily work. It doesn't work like that in life. The porn industry is not in love with you. The porn industry is a business. This is a multi-billion business, and they're focusing on the numbers and the money they're making. They don't care about your mental health. They don't care about your relationship that is collapsing. You need to make a decision and see what works for you and what doesn't work for you. But my encouragement is, remember, we are already built with all that we need to function. Right? We can grow in many ways, but some spaces are not really worth consulting, because they will destroy our relationships. We are living in a digital world that some of your actions can also be recorded and they can be used against you. People can blackmail you when they start using those dirty videos. So play your cards right and be smart. Number 3 point that I want to help you. You must never discuss your sexual life with your friends. I do not care how close you are. If possible, get a therapist, professional therapist, because professional therapist is their job. They don't carry all people's issues into the street. There are forms that you need to sign. Non-disclosure is one of them. So a non-disclosure form is, ma'am, you have no right to take my story to the papers, otherwise I will sue you. Huge monies, right? So a professional therapist will keep that, it's professional business. But when you start consulting with your friends and confiding and tell them how good your man is in bed and how bad he is in bed, they will use that against you. Some, they can even slide into his DM, because all they want is to know how good, to what extent is this man so good. You know what I mean? So remember also, the enemy is cunning. He came to steal, kill, and destroy. So you protect your relationships. Be sober, be vigilant, be wise. That's just a teaching that I have today. I hope you guys have learned 1 or 2 things. And no, please, I love you all and God bless you. And thank you for keep on sending stories to me, because they really mean a lot. I'm also learning as we are learning. Bless you all for now. See you in my next. I love you very much. God bless you all.